Let's do this, guys. Come on. Now, doing hypnosis with confidence is where your performance truly comes to life. Now, there's a difference between a good subject and a great one. And if you experienced any failure, you have probably realized that if you want your hypnosis to be high standard, it is incredibly time-consuming. Well, for me, I've been hypnotizing people for almost a decade, and it's been a long and pretty tough journey, and it's been far from perfect. But along the way, I've learned how to not only hypnotize anyone that stands out, but to do it in a less time. Yes, in this video, I'm going to show you my entire walkthrough process when I'm about to perform hypnosis. Now, a little disclaimer before we begin. This video is not for the beginners. This is for those people who have already tried and tested hypnosis, but unfortunately failed to achieve the desired success rate of 100%. And in the end, there is a surprise announcement to all my viewers who are watching right now. So stick till the end and find out. Now, pre-talk or introduction, however you like to call it. That this, I believe, is the most pinnacle part of the whole process. This allows you to eliminate any misconceptions and stop anyone thinking that the aim of the game is to fight against the hypnotist and try to beat the hypnosis. I'm always looking for the happy faces on the streets when I'm out to perform. People who are having fun, laughter, not those people who are closely having a deep conversation with closed body language. I'm always looking for open body language. Compared to the stage hypnosis, stage shows, well, that's a whole different scenario because people are coming up voluntarily to come up to help you, and because they're opt to come at the stage show to watch you perform. If you wish to perform hypnosis on the streets, take a look at the opening script that I use. Hello, how is your evening? You guys seem to be a very fun-loving group around here, so I thought to come up and introduce myself. My name is Maverick. I'm a mentalist and a hypnotist. I have been invited here tonight to entertain you guys. This will only take 5 minutes of your time, and then I promise I will go away. Well, you don't have to copy the entire script, but you get the idea, right? The structure, what you're going to use. So use this instead of your old approach that you guys are using. This might help you guys. Now let me explain how this helps. A simple hello and a polite casual question will going to break the ice and get you an immediate response from the group. I say 5 minutes, but I am there for longer than that. But it is good to add a time constraint so the group will know that you're not planning to stick around with them the whole night long, the entire night. You understand? Alright, so let's talk about suggestibility test. Well, most of you got the wrong idea about this. Suggestibility is not a fixed state. It can vary depending on your introduction, the environment you are in, the people you are with, their first impressions of you, and how much comfortable they are around you. So make sure of that. Then I go through a phase of opening every set with single mentalism effect. And then gradually I weave them into hypnosis. Well, this gives me an accurate data. Which one from the group is more susceptible to my commands and will going to sync along with my suggestions later on. And after doing all that, I put a suggestibility test, which I have my own unique ways to do it. Perhaps you can do your own because everybody got their own suggestibility test. So, performing mentalism or magic effect before hypnosis will give them a ground root to believe that you are a real deal. You know what you are doing. You are here for perform and
I'm gonna show you something else. Watch this.
Oh my God! Can you eat pussy like that?
yeah, this guy knows what he's doing. So they will have this psychology in their mind, and then they will going to follow through your entire commands and your suggestions. So make sure to do and perform mentalism effect or a magic effect. It all works the same. Now remember, always focus on quality rather than quantity. Okay? Pick one who is more responsive to your suggestions, to your commands. Always follow your instincts. Remember, quality over quantity. Okay? Quick induction. Well, I believe this is the most important part of the whole process. You gotta be attentive, because if you mess this up, you will make it more difficult to achieve hypnosis. No books, nor video downloads, or any sort of hypnotist professor can help you here. And this is the bitter truth. Now with that short talk or pre-talk I explained to you a few minutes back, that will accomplish few things. You will establish yourself as an experienced professional. Even if you are an absolute beginner, you will explain what hypnosis really is, and it is not some sort of a mind control or nonsense form of fiction from movies.
Now you'll give me all of the money in the bank.
Now, don't sweat too much about this, because I've been approached by people on the internet and as well as in real life thinking that induction should be some sort of a mind-bending trick with precise scripting. Honestly, all inductions works equally. I like to keep it fun, simple, and original, because sometimes your induction can be as simple as saying, close your eyes and sleep. Alright, so let's talk about deepening in hypnosis. This is a suggestion in itself. I strongly believe that deepening serves is to let the subject believe that they are going further in to the hypnosis, creating a higher level of concentration, and also allows them to get comfortable with the new state they find themselves in. For a long time, I used to spend way too much time into this. But later, then I realized that it only takes few lines and 20 to 30 seconds will only be necessary for the desired results. Well, if you're doing hypnotherapy, then, well, that's how I started practicing my hypnosis in my college syllabus. Anyway, but that's a different situation. You need to spend more time on that. But for the entertainment purposes and entertainment performances, you don't need to spend too much time on that. So don't worry about it, okay? Alright, so the last part, but not the least, clearing the hypnosis. Well, this part you need to take it with responsibility and seriously. Although nothing bad will happen if you leave a person hypnotized, they will never be stuck or hypnotized. But this is more for your professionalism and for your volunteer's peace of mind. If you fail to inform your volunteer that they are no longer hypnotized or there will be no side effects whatsoever, then you can land yourself into plenty of trouble. Now, your audience must know for sure that they are back to their normal self in every single way and no longer be affected by any sort of hypnosis. Alright, so time for the big announcement. Let's begin, shall we? So, as you've seen, I've been there, performing hypnosis on the streets and as well as on the stage shows. Now, I want you all to take you to that level where I will teach you every bits and pieces about hypnotizing someone with accurate precision without any failure. Alright, so what's the difference between the other courses and mine? Now, the majority of the online courses and the seminars are those not so good teachers who only take themselves to that higher level and don't take anyone else there. Therefore, as a result, they might not be a very good teacher, which happens all the time. For example, Michael Jordan, world's best basketball player, has an insane record of playing basketball, but a very poor record of owning a basketball team. So now let's cut to the chase. Okay. So there will going to be a two-part project on instant hypnosis. You can perform that on the streets or as well as on stage shows, on your stage show. Yes, you can perform on those two occasions. So there was going to be PDF book. Don't worry, it will be a short PDF book and video download tutorial. Yes, you can learn it from also video download tutorial, which I am working on that diligently. And that I'm going to release it once I hit the mark of 1K subscribers. Yes, I will do that. I haven't decided the amount, the price tag of it yet, but I can assure you it will be on affordable price. I don't want to rise the price high and then there will be no buyers. It will be on affordable price. So everyone can buy it. Anyone who wants to learn can buy it, and it will be filled with the knowledge as you've seen me perform on my videos. You've seen me perform everything. You will going to learn everything in those book and in videos. So let's pray I hit the mark of 1K subscriber as soon as possible, and then I'll release it. Let's see. And stay tuned for more updates because I'll be updating you about these projects on upcoming videos, how far I am and how far I am going, how good the projects are going. So stay tuned for more updates. And with all that being said, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day. All hands together now. Salute. Take care, guys. Be safe out there.